Alright, here it is, hour 27. This week we've been back in the gym, which has been good. It's been a couple of weeks off, and we're going to be working on escaping this this scarf that's going to be coming on. So Ollie's going to be trying to get that scarf on where he's got his knee underneath my shoulder. I'm going to try and roll him over now by pushing on his shoulder and rolling him over into side control. And we're just going to drill this a few times. This is one of those good drills where you can actually roll from one person drilling it straight into the next person drilling it. Does mean you have to escape that arm to get the rollover, which we'll see in a second. Using a really good kick of his leg there to get a bit of a momentum in his bump and then over. See this arm, the elbow you can see now, I have to sort of escape it under his hip. So if you've got a really tight side control, that's going to be quite hard to do. And then he's going to start going for the scarf, which is then my opportunity. But you have to do that. I mean, if that was going to be happening in a roll, it would happen quite quickly. So you'd have to react to it pretty quickly. I was sort of stopping mid-scarf there. I'd get underneath his shoulder and pull him up. Okay, so the next drill we did a little bit from the same sort of position if you're on your back. You're going to bump your hip out. And then still with that pushing movement on the shoulders. Put my head between the legs there, and then you can take the arm. From there, wrap the arm up into a Kimura. You can't do a Kimura from there, so you have to come over almost into a crucifix position, and then apply the I struggled with the Kimura a little bit, which is weird because I really enjoy doing it. I enjoy the Kimura, but here's where I struggled. Once I was in this position, I didn't really know where to go with it. And you'll see me flapping it about, and Daniel will try and point me in the right direction. Pretty sure I bring it up. There we go. And then finally realising there, a bit of a pointers from Daniel that I need to be going up and over his shoulder. So as you can see, Massa and Brandon came by as well. Brandon's returned from the States, and he's definitely been doing some jiu-jitsu there, which we'll see later. Here we're escaping a knee on the belly, so I've got my knee across his belly. He's lifted his knee up under my right armpit, and then using that lack of base, I can't base out now, to roll me over. So I'll just show it here as well. I'm going to get my knee underneath his arm, and trap his arm there. That prevents him from being able to base. And then I just have to roll him over and into side control. In goes the knee, trapping the arm, and then rolling over. So yeah, obviously we drilled all of those, plenty, and then we got into some rolling. So here's Brandon. This is pretty much a game of domination for him, really. I just want to get around the back of his head to keep his posture down. He wants to get past my legs. I've got him in a half guard there. I've managed to trap his head under my arm. And now I just hold on. I don't know if this is a good thing or not. I feel like maybe I'd have been in a better position if I'd let go, perhaps. I wasn't getting a submission. I've got a really weak half guard there. Just keeping his arm his leg there trapped with my toes. So now he's gotten into side control, but I've still got the head trapped, so he can't posture up, can't really do anything. But he is still going to try and work to pass into mount, which I'll prevent by sort of walking around until about there. Doesn't quite get it there, but then very easily gets it there. And then this just felt like being wrapped up by an anaconda. He literally doesn't leave any space, so he just keeps his weight low down on me. He's a big guy as well. and then tries to drive that shoulder into my neck. My chin's down, and then you see his hand come off the mat and go underneath, and you can just see it there when he comes off me, cutting across my neck, and there we go, submission. Straight to it, Brandon into taking me into his guard, keeping my posture down with the back of the head, and then rolling over into mount. Very good. We'll move out of the way. This whole gym to use, and we all seem to be migrating towards each other. So I make a few mistakes here. So going for the can opener, I'm trying to push the hips to try and get that kick escape that we've been learning the last few weeks, but he's very heavy. And then as he gets higher up in that mount, I stupidly put my hands up onto his chest. So as soon as he catches his balance there, he'll rightfully take an arm, and then try come around to the side to get that arm bar. I try to defend it by rolling forward, but he gets it upside down. I tap the mat twice, which isn't helpful. And then a fake here from Brandon, and then low, and then straight into my guard, which I'll take. And then from here, I'm just going to be looking for that Kimura. It seems like it's there quite a lot, so he does a really good job defending it. But I'm going to try and control a wrist and try and get his posture down. I've got his right wrist, I've got his left wrist there as well. No, he's escaped his left wrist, but I'm doing a good job of keeping space between us as well. But there we go, I think I've got the Kimura on now. Now, you'll see in a second, Brandon's defense for that was to hold on to almost like the sinewy bit behind my leg. So you can see there he's pretty much got hold of my leg, which is stopping me from moving around for that Kimura. So I actually need to like escape with his grip down my leg, like that. And by now my guard is open, stupidly. And hops over. I've still got the Kimura on, but I can't move it, and then that's time. And that's it. I did roll a couple more times, but unfortunately I got too warm, so the battery died. Next week, hour 28. See you then.